Welcome back to the Daily Taoist Podcast with Will S. We are talking about the Tao Te Ching and how to get back into a spirit and alignment with the way, especially now in this world of almost seemingly 10,000 conflicting things and double speak and double thought and reality control right out of 1984. I think even now it's more important to come back into that spirit and strength of the Tao. Today I will be talking about verse 36. The Tao Te Ching was written around 2,500 years ago by a man named Lao-Tzu. It is one of the oldest texts in existence and certainly one of the wisest. Its wisdom is timeless and its message is as relevant and important now as it was back then, if not more so. It is vital that we learn to come back into balance with the natural world, to live in a more harmonious and selfless way, and the Tao Te Ching beautifully instructs us in bringing ourselves in alignment with the Tao. Verse 36. Should you want to contain something, you must first let it expand. Should you want to weaken something, you must first let it grow strong. Should you want to make something or take something, you must first allow it to be given. The lesson here is called the wisdom of obscurity. The gentle outlast the strong, the obscure outlast the obvious, the soft overcomes the hard, and the slow overcomes the fast. Let your workings remain a mystery. Just allow people to see the results. The Tao Te Ching is filled with seeming paradox, and yet life is one big paradox. There is little truth in the obvious, however widespread as acceptance and common sense is usually a contradiction in terms. The most obvious common sense solution is often the thing that pushes what we want further out of reach. Sometimes adopting the opposite of approach is what allows things to come to us. No struggle, no fret, no desperate clawing and grasping. One of the central messages of the Tao Te Ching is to let go and allow life to be. The moment we cease grasping and trying to control and manipulate is the moment life begins to flow, and all we can come to us in the right time, in the right way, if it is in balance with the whole. Sometimes it's time to reevaluate some of our key conditioning in our culture, which indoctrinates us to believe that strength comes through force, harshness, aggressiveness, covetousness, plotting, and being as hard and fast and unstoppable as we can. Lao-Tzu suggests that it may as well be the exact opposite. The true power stems from gentleness, softness, and slowness. There is even evidence to support this. It's been shown that those with kinder, gentler dispositions tend to enjoy far greater health and longevity in the long run than those of more aggressive, grasping, and restless nature. It could therefore serve us well to try to eliminate the latter and cultivate more of a former in our lives. That line. The lesson here is called the wisdom of obscurity. The gentle outlasts the strong. The obscure outlasts the obvious. I think even myself, I need to start taking this a little bit more to heart. I have been trying to see, that's the word again, trying. I have been in a state of transition moving up north, farther north, in order to take a position at the University of the Yukon. And it's been somewhat of a struggle the last couple of weeks, trying to just find a place to live, get settled into my new location. There's been increasing pressure upon me to get vaccinated. And the more that I think about it, the more that I don't want to do it. Just because I personally have seen what this does to people around the world, and what indemnities that these pharmaceutical companies have. Like, there is no repercussions for them. They're just pushing on something in order to make an almighty profit, and it just doesn't sit well with me. I've tried, again, very humbly, to not get too worked up about all of this stuff. But when you're actively discriminated against for your own personal medical choices, it's a little hard to take after a while. But I think I'm going to try and take this verse to heart. The common sense solution is the thing that pushes what we want farther out of reach. So the more that I've been grasping at wanting, I don't want a whole lot of things. I just want a place to live and basically, safety and security for myself and my pet. Not all is lost. There's some good things, good vibes, good winds coming. I can feel it. I can feel the shift. There's a shift happening. So yeah, don't, wherever you are in the world, don't think like that's going to be where you're going to be at forever. Just remember that the people in this world that ultimately do the best come from a place of inner strength, and that's what the Tao Te Ching is really about. Knowing yourself so that you can know others better, and to navigate the world from a place of non-attachment. So don't get too caught up on the outcome of things. Allow things to fall into place a little more naturally. And maybe just play your cards closer to your chest. That's something that I'm learning to try to do better. I'm kind of a heart on my sleeve sort of person, right? And I need to learn to just keep my cards close to my chest, and don't project outwardly too much about myself, and just keep it professional. And that's something I'm going to have to learn here anyways, just for my new position. But yeah, I'm going to try and keep doing these podcasts a little more. I'm going to try to keep them a little more frequently. If you are interested in learning more about the Tao Te Ching, the spirit and the way, please check out the dailytaoist.com. The website has great resources on there. It has the archive of the previous episodes. We're on all major platforms, including YouTube. If you could follow, like, and subscribe, would really help out the channel. Buy me coffee. One of these days, I'm going to put out a course when I'm in more of a better headspace for that creative work. If you are out there cruising the internet and you want to connect with me, I am at the Daily Taoist on all social medias. Twitter is probably the best one to reach me at. Remember to be soft and gentle like the Tao, and don't try to manipulate people, things, or situations, and you'll be fine. All right, I love each and every one of you out there in this Mandelbrot universe. Have yourself a great and prosperous day. Namaste from Will S.